Many people think that miracles stopped in the Bible and only concerned a few saints. This is not true, and you can still experience miracles today, and I'm going to explain in this video how.
First, if you do take a look at the Bible, when God addresses Jewish people or his apostle, he is also directing his message towards us. Religious people, believers, clergy, children of God, etc. The spiritual diseases that the Bible addresses concern all believers, not only a few Jewish people.
When God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, do you think it was only for Moses and just a few people? Or was it for the entire humanity?
In John, when Jesus is about to leave and talks to his disciples, do you think his message is only directed toward his disciples? Then what about the promise to send the Holy Spirit? If we believe all teachings recorded by the disciples and apostles are only for them, then what is the point of adding an entire New Testament to the Bible?
If you believe God's words is directed only for a few apostles or disciples, then you're stuck thinking you don't need to do the commandments. The Bible is not for you. You don't need to believe even, you don't need to do the commandments, you don't need to do anything. The Bible doesn't concern you. So do you see where I'm getting at? So do you see how complete nonsense it is to hand Bibles to everyone if it's for people to read and not apply? This is for you to learn and apply. Everyone is in the spiritual warfare. All the spiritual diseases concern everyone. All the spiritual diseases that the Jewish people experience are actually lessons for you and the entire humanity.
Now, do you remember the episode of the golden calf? Despite hearing the sound of thunder, the Jewish people still collected gold to make an idol so they can worship it. Do you think they were stupid? But this is about us. How many times did you check your crypto while God is not watching? Or do you think he is not watching? How much passion do we put in gaining money fast? The golden calf message is a message to watch ourselves. But God isn't missing anything.
And we can translate the same for miracles. Miracles are not only for a few Jewish people or prophets, they are for you to be experienced. And with Jesus Christ dying on the cross, the whole thing was taken to another level. With baptism, we are now joined to Christ.
Never doubt God's mighty power to work in you and accomplish all this. He will outdo all your requests, for his miraculous power constantly energizes you. We have been called to participate in God's creation. We have not been called to sit in church and be passive. We have been called on a journey. We have been called to be part of his people, his kingdom. How many promises did God make to his people? Whoever has my commandments and keeps them, he it is who loves me. And he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him.
Jesus talked about revealing himself to whoever keeps his commands. This is the key verse of this video. Whoever keeps his command, he will reveal himself to him. If you do the commandments of Matthew 5, 6, 7, you will start seeing miracles, you will start seeing coincidences, you will see the hand of God over your head. Whoever keeps the commands shall experience miracles, but to whoever doesn't do the commandments, doesn't do anything, should not experience anything. We need to look for opportunities to do the commandments and do acts of charity, give money to the poor, visit the sick, help out your neighbor, etc. So we might obtain a supernatural reward for our good deeds. So if you start living according to Matthew 5, 6, 7, you should start experiencing miracles. But of course, the reward will be proportionate to your effort. If you do small effort, you have a small reward. If you do big effort, you will have a big reward. But at least you should experience some sort of miracles.
Now, all of a sudden, all sickness is gone. Now you're making a lot of money. You have peace in your house. You have a good wife. You have a good life. You think this is a coincidence? It isn't.
Then you're gonna say, this is not the miracles I was expecting. This is not the great miracles you were talking at the beginning of this video. Of course, great reward needs a great sacrifice. And this is because how this universe works.
Let's take another example. When I decided to deny myself and not go back to Japan, I actually suffered a lot from denying all my projects, which were really perfect in my eyes. Yet God gave me a great reward for this trial. And I was able to actually see and hear hell. But if I do put up small work like helping around, I might just experience some mild sleep paralysis where I would be able to talk to demons or actually learn some new knowledge about myself and my sins.
Okay, Eric, but what about speaking in tongues, healing people, casting out demons? Well, as I said in this video, you need to put up a great sacrifice to get to that level. I'm actually quite hypocrite recording this video because I didn't reach that point yet. But my job is to point you to the direction you should take. We can pray all day long if we want, but there is no point if we don't do any acts of charity or do the commandments. This is coming empty-handed to God.
I tell you this timeless truth, the person who follows me in faith, believing in me, will do the same mighty miracles that I do, even greater miracles than these, because I go to be with my Father.
If you take any saint or random guy who talks to you about some miracles he experienced, this is probably because he did the commandments, and he did it to a greater extent. When you put up a great sacrifice, you get rewarded with great miracles. There are some people who gave up on their wealth, who went homeless, who suffered a lot from sickness, who went fasting in a desert, etc. They probably put up a lot of work. Very often there is a big price to pay if you want to experience those greater miracles. The difference between us and saints is that the saints did the commandments but in the greater extent. So that's why they've seen greater miracles. They were dedicated to do the commandments all the time, and this is what we should be doing as well. Dedicate our time to live according to the commandments as recorded in Matthew 5, 6, 7. Miracles didn't end with the Bible. They are for you to be experienced today. But you need to seek for God actively and do the commandments of Matthew 5, 6, 7. Then you shall start seeing the hand of God moving around you. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe button so we can reach as many souls as possible. If you have any question or topic you would like me to cover, please drop a comment below.